Hi, and thanks for taking the time to learn how to prepare for medical review under the Medicare program. I'm Tom Ryan with Provider Outreach and Education here to deliver this message to you. When you think about documentation, remember, it's the link from the service occurring to the claim sent to Medicare for payment. The link is what any medical review entity uses to justify the payment. Also, if a claim is challenged in the legal system, Medicare uses the documentation to show why it processed the claim in that manner. So, be prepared to send the documentation to Medicare or other federal entities as required. Tip number 1, make sure you have all the signatures. This includes the professionals performing or ordering the service and the patient. A missing signature means we deny the claim and take any money back previously paid. Continuing with the signatures is legibility. Legible professional signatures are a requirement for Medicare. If it's not legible, we accept attestation statements or signature logs. Just remember to review the signature logs to make sure they still match the documentation. We know there are challenges with signatures, so follow the guidance in the Medicare Learning Network fact sheet, complying with Medicare signature requirements.
A link to this fact sheet is in the description below.
Tip number 2, know what documentation Medicare requires for the review. If you or the provider you represent are requesting payment, then it's your responsibility to provide the documentation. Review the information on our website in the claims and medical review sections to help you with this.
There are links in the description below to help you locate this information.
Part of complete documentation is supplying the order. Not all services require an order, but if they do, the provider requesting payment is responsible for providing it to Medicare. Don't send the other documentation with a statement like, contact Dr. Jones for the order. This indicates to Medicare you don't have the required order. Next, be sure to complete the documentation timely. Our medical directors feel complete and timely documentation is important for the patient's care and the communication between all providers. We encourage providers to document while the service is fresh in their mind, which means as soon as possible after. The next tip answers the following question. What happens if you discover missing or incorrect information in your documentation? Add an addendum. Never alter the original record. If you're adding an addendum, review information in the article, complete and timely documentation of Medicare services on our website.
There's a direct link to this article in the description below.
So what's the next tip? Make sure each encounter stands alone. This means each encounter's documentation contains all the required information. Can you identify the encounter's who, what, when, where, why, and how? If you can't, then the documentation likely isn't going to meet Medicare's requirements. If the documentation mentions a previous encounter, test, or other service, be sure to provide a summary of that service. This is an important piece to making documentation stand alone. Imagine reviewing the documentation stating the need is follow-up to surgery, but no further information. We need more. This includes items like, what was the surgery? When was the surgery? If there's not a summary, what do? Locate the previous encounter's documentation and include a full note. When needed, include a plan of care. Include what is expected of the patient and if you think they'll follow through. What types of services don't require a plan of care? Examples include lab results, x-rays, and MRIs. The plan of care for these services is from the Associated Medical Professionals visit. To help us understand the plan of care, you need to include the results for any related services. We'll move to abbreviations and acronyms. If your provider only uses standard medical abbreviations and acronyms, then we don't need further information. If they are not standard for the medical field or represent multiple items, then include what is represented in your record. Remember, if we can't read and understand the documentation, we can't consider it. Let me give you a caution. While electronic medical records have made our lives easier, they have caused other issues. If you use electronic medical records, make sure the information doesn't just copy over. This causes problems when all information copies over and Medicare cannot tell if you had a unique visit. The doctor must review the copied information and remove or add anything specific to today's visit. If everything is relevant to today's encounter, add a comment letting us know it was reviewed and it's relevant. So my final tip, complete your own compliance audit before a documentation request comes from Medicare. This is important to ensure all items mentioned are met, documentation is complete and legible. To wrap this video up, keep this in mind. Your documentation is the story to support your claim. The medical professional performing the service is the author. The office staff is the reader and Medicare is the listener. So who knows the story? The provider and their staff. Medicare only has what you give us. So can Medicare understand the story? If we can, then you're good. If we can't, we must deny the service or take our money back. That's it for this video. If you want more information, review the resources in the description below. If you found this video helpful, like and share it. If you want more information, feel free to leave us a comment so we can respond to you. Also, consider taking the time to subscribe to our channel for notifications on when we post new videos. We'd also like to hear from you, so consider using the link in the description below to take the video survey. Thanks for your time and have a great day.